Thank you, Kim, and thank all of you. It's such an honor to be here tonight among my fellow volunteers. Really? Okay, music. Baseball great Casey Stengel once said, there are three kinds of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who say, what happened? Everyone here tonight is a person that makes things happen. Being a volunteer equals caring. Caring about people, animals, social issues, and taking care of the planet we live on. When volunteers see a need, we brainstorm a way to fill that need. Sometimes we can complete the task alone. Other times the project at hand needs more hands, and we need the cooperation of many people. I'm sure you all have your short list of dependable people. They're really invaluable to any project's success. My number one go-to person is my husband of 30 years, Ed. He and our daughters are the main inspiration for most of my volunteering over the years. It's really empowering to know that I'll have their support on any project that I take on. Being a room mom, scout leader, team mom, and drama mama enables me to participate in many of their youthful activities and get to know their friends, parents, and teachers much better. Having my daughter's childhood buddies want to be my Facebook friend now is an added bonus, although I'm still not sure about the etiquette of poking, so I avoid that. Being a volunteer means coming together for a good cause. Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Every person in that small group has a different set of skills to bring to a project, and each individual has a valuable impact on the project's outcome. In the case of our group, the Gwinnett Disc Golf Organization, we utilize the carpentry, computer, organizational, and public relations skills of our board of directors. As president and co-founder of this group, I fully appreciate their combined efforts and the outcomes they produce. I'd like to take a moment now and explain disc golf to those of you who might not be familiar with our sport. Disc golf is played much like traditional golf, but instead of a ball and club, we use specially made discs like this. I throw a driver like this just as hard as I can from the tee pad toward the basket, and I can usually throw it about 200 feet. I then walk up to that point and get out an approach disc. And I'll really just try to finesse this right up to within a few feet of the basket. From that point, I'll take a putter, line up my shot, and try to hit those chains and have it fall right in the basket, completing the hole. The object of the game is to complete all the holes in as few throws as possible. Disc golf shares the same joys and frustrations as traditional golf, including sinking that long putt or hitting a tree halfway down the fairway. There are some differences, though. Disc golf rarely requires green speed. You won't need to rent a cart, and you'll never have a bad tee time, as there are no tee times. Disc golf is designed to be enjoyed by all ages and abilities, male and female. My family's enjoyed playing disc golf for about 20 years now. Being a volunteer means being rewarded. Seeing immediate effects are a big personal reward for volunteers. Our Lenora Park New Basket campaign is a perfect example of immediate and long-lasting effects. We needed $5,000 to replace the worn and rusty baskets with new ones. Even in this difficult economy, the disc golf community came together. It took several months to raise the funds, make the purchase, and receive the baskets from our vendor. It seemed like a slow process for our eager volunteers who wanted to start play on the equipment as soon as they made their donation. But logistics had to be coordinated, and the wait was worth it. Our shipping company even volunteered to bring the baskets down from South Carolina to Lenora Park in Snellville at no charge. It was a rainy Saturday morning, but no one in our group of 25 was discouraged. All the old baskets were taken out and the new ones installed without a hitch. We placed a very nice oak plaque in our kiosk containing the names of all the people and companies that made this volunteer vision a reality. Sometimes volunteering's rewards come in smaller, yet no less memorable forms. A young classmate of my daughter's wrote this in 1999 after a field trip downtown. Dear Mrs. Jacob, I would like to thank you for being the chaperone for my group. Also, thanks for taking the time out of your busy day. Thank you for the M&Ms. I really enjoyed spending the whole trip with you. Sorry about what I did. I don't even remember what she did. You are a good example to me because I might want to be a room mom or a chaperone when I grow up. You also are a really good, inspiring person. Again, thank you very much. Yours truly, India. Talk about the warm fuzzies. This letter will do it to me every time. Being a volunteer means playing a vital, transforming role in society. Every person, regardless of their situation or circumstance, has something to offer to humanity. Every individual has the capacity for caring and the capacity for working with others to promote human dignity and to take care of the earth we live on. Seeing volunteers in action spurs others to join in. Volunteering can build a sense of self-worth and a true feeling of pride for one's contribution to creating a better world. These points highlight something that is not often acknowledged about volunteering. It is a key point in strengthening a civil society. Being a volunteer in Gwinnett County means having a county government that supports our efforts. As volunteer coordinator, Kim Sheely not only supports our efforts, she encourages them. I know that anytime I have a question or an idea for improving the park, Kim will listen to what I have to say. She, Melissa, and Janice are always ready to help. Tina Fleming suggested that we organize our little group, and the Gwinnett Disc Golf Organization was born. We now have hundreds of members, run tournaments and charity benefits, install benches, assist in other course improvements, and act as a liaison between local disc golfers and Gwinnett County Parks and Rec. Rad, Daniel, Ronnie, James, and the rest of the park staff are always quick to address any concerns that we might have about park maintenance at Lenora or Alexander. We appreciate Grant Guest and Rex Shooter for their roles in support of our sport. As a steering committee member for Harbin's Park, my husband has learned so much from Rex and his role as principal community planner. Ed now has a much greater appreciation of the park's property and the impact that development has on it. We hope to install a disc golf course at Harbin's when the economy improves. Oh, I now feel compelled to warn you about the dark side of volunteering. It can affect even the most seasoned veterans among us. Perhaps you have been a victim to it, as I once have. It is the dreaded volunteer burnout. There are so many needs to fill, and every time you turn around, someone's asking for your help. You don't want to disappoint anyone, but you can just feel yourself being stretched too thin. What's the antidote? Well, it's time to step back, take a deep breath, and consider your options. For me, it meant selecting the 2 or 3 activities that mattered the most and concentrating on them. It also meant learning to give a firm but polite no to others that might ask for more. By concentrating my efforts on just a few causes, I found that I can be much more effective than spreading myself thin. In conclusion, I'd like to read a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, a redeemed social condition, just to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Congratulations to all of you on your success. Thank you.